Hello everyone, I'm Pam and welcome back to Neo English. Today, you're going to learn how to express your feelings in English. You probably already know the basic words for this like happy and sad, but get ready to take your vocabulary to the next level. We're going to explore some more fancy adjectives, some idioms, and some slang so that you can express your emotions with more drama. Some of the slang is bad language, but I will try to explain it politely. And anyway, I think it's important because knowing this range of vocabulary will make your conversations more fun, more colourful, and deeper too. So, let's start with the feeling happy. You can express different levels of happiness, right? I'm a bit happy, I'm pretty happy, I'm very happy, I'm extremely happy. But you cannot say I'm absolutely happy. Happy is not a 100% feeling. It's not absolute. So, instead, use the word ecstatic. Ecstatic means 100% happy. So you can say I'm absolutely ecstatic or I'm totally ecstatic. Or if you want more drama, you can use the idiom I'm over the moon.
It'll cheer the captain up. He'll be over the moon.
If you just want to express your happy feeling without using a full sentence, use a slang expression. There are different ones, but I like the expression woot. If you say woot woot, it sounds a bit old-fashioned, but one woot is still acceptable.
Mom, we've talked about this. No woot woot.
Now just quickly before we continue, if you are liking this lesson so far, please take a second to click subscribe and like. And also, please watch this video all the way through to the end. I've made a mini practice section at the end, so you can practice speaking with me and use what you learned in the lesson. Now, let's move on to the next word, angry. Angry, like happy, is not a 100% emotion. You can be pretty angry or very angry. The absolute version of angry is furious. I'm absolutely totally furious that a kid tried to bully my son, for example. An idiom for angry is hit the roof. So if you're getting angrier and angrier and angrier, you can say, I'm gonna hit the roof.
He is going to hit the roof.
I'm afraid Lord Grantham will hit the roof.
Slang to express anger is usually bad language. I'm sure you guys already know the famous F word, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want YouTube to get angry at me. But I want you to notice nuances in how the F word is used, because there are differences. If I say F, I'm generally angry, maybe at the world, but I'm probably not angry at you. However, if I say F you or F off, then I am angry at you. It's an important difference. Now, if you're a polite person who doesn't want to use bad language, you can just say get lost instead, yeah? Same meaning as F you or F off, but it's less rude.
Get lost.
Let's move on to feeling sad. Now, of course, you can say I'm a bit sad or I'm very sad. But how about when you're very, very, very sad? You could say, I'm devastated. Devastated is another absolute adjective. You can say, I'm absolutely devastated to say you are 100% sad. Or you can use idioms. If you feel a little sad, say, I'm not myself today.
I'm not myself.
If you feel devastated, and also your head is a mess, you can say, I'm a train wreck. I don't think there are any great slang expressions to express sadness. You can say boo-hoo to represent crying, but we usually use that just to tease someone, like, oh, poor baby, boo-hoo, you're sad.
You're feeling sorry for yourself because you have to marry a rich guy. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Next, scared. A bit scared? Very scared? Absolutely petrified. Petrified means you're so scared you can't move. Have you heard of petrified trees? They're trees that have turned to stone, right? So a petrified person is like stone. They cannot move. And instead of petrified, you could use the idiom scared stiff. It's the exact same idea. Yes, so scared you can't move.
All the time, scared stiff about you.
You were scared stiff!
Now, if you feel scared, you might want some slang to express that feeling. One common expression is holy shit. Now, the word holy means connected to God. So holy shit is maybe not an expression you should say if you're religious, but I have to say that I do know a lot of Christian Australians and Americans who do say it, so it is common. But if you don't want to use bad language and you want to be very respectful, you can say holy moly instead.
Holy moly.
Now, let's talk about the feeling surprised. If you are 100% surprised, you're shocked. You can say you're totally, absolutely, completely shocked. Maybe you found out your best friend was a spy, something like that. Now, an idiom for shocked is gobsmacked. Gob means mouth. So gobsmacked, bah. It means I'm so surprised it's like I'm smacked in the mouth.
I was gobsmacked.
I'm gobsmacked, yeah.
Okay, so how do we express shock or surprise with slang? Well, mostly we'll just say, oh my god. But an interesting one is how we use the F word here. So we often say F me to show surprise. Now, yes, this is still bad language, don't use it with children, but I want you to know it is not aggressive. Many of my students say they feel like this expression is aggressive, but actually, it doesn't express any anger. It only expresses surprise. Now, the next word is bored. I think there's no one natural word for 100% bored. Instead, we use a variety of idioms. Bored stiff means so bored you can't move. Bored to tears means so bored you cry. Bored out of my skull means so bored you want to leave your own mind.
It's just the two of us every night, and I'm bored out of my skull.
So, how can you express that feeling directly in slang? Maybe just say yawn or snooze. This is a yawn. So if I say yawn, I'm telling someone, you're making me so bored I want to sleep, right?
Yawn.
Excuse me?
You're boring.
And snooze is the same. Snooze means a small sleep. So if I say, snooze, you make me want to fall asleep. Another emotion is embarrassed. Embarrassed means feeling like, oh, I did something stupid. For example, you gave a speech and then realized your zipper was down. That's embarrassed. Now, 100% embarrassed is mortified. I'm absolutely mortified. See this part of the word here, mort? It means death. And when we're very embarrassed, it feels like we're dying, right? So, in fact, an idiom you can use for embarrassed is, I died 1,000 deaths. It's very, very dramatic, so we don't use it often. But hey, sometimes you might need the drama. Now, as for how to express your embarrassed feeling using slang, I recommend the word cringe. To cringe means to curl your body up like this. And that's standard English.
I cringe when you talk.
But in slang, you can just say the word cringe to mean embarrassed. Yeah? Cringe.
Mom, cringe.
Now, confused. When you don't know what is happening, you feel a bit confused. Or very confused. Or absolutely baffled. If you're baffled, you have no idea what is happening.
This This mystery's got me baffled.
A common idiom for confused or baffled is at a loss. Imagine I'm speaking really fast. You might say, "Hey Pam, slow down. I don't understand. I'm at a loss." So to express this in slang, you might say WTF. And that comes from the classic slang, what the F. And yes, we're using the F word again. But this expression is very common. If you want to soften it and be less rude, you can say what the hell instead. Hell is still bad language, but it's not as bad as the F word. I think most people feel comfortable saying what the hell in most places. Even at work, it's okay, I think, for example. But if you want to be totally polite, you can say what on earth instead.
Gary, WTF?
What the hell?
What the hell?
What on earth?
Now, let's move on to the next feeling, disappointed. When you expect something to be this good, but it's actually just this good, you're disappointed. Yeah? We get disappointed about the gap between what we want and what we get. So to show 100% disappointment, we can say, I was crushed. For example, I was in love with him, but he didn't love me back. I was totally crushed.
And I was crushed.
Crushed.
A common idiom for disappointed is let down. When my friend forgot my birthday, I felt let down. In UK slang, they have a great way to say disappointed. Gutted. Imagine your guts have been removed. That's how we feel when we're badly disappointed, right? Absolutely gutted. Now, I've never heard an American use gutted though. They might say bummer instead.
Bummer.
Now, the final emotion for today, anxious. Anxious means worried, nervous. If I'm waiting for test results, I feel anxious. 100% anxious is panicked. I think I'll fail the test. I'm totally panicked. A common idiom for anxious is on edge. This means a bit anxious. So, how are you feeling today? I'm a bit on edge about going to the doctor.
Look, he's on edge.
Everyone is on edge.
But if you want to express stronger anxiety than that, I recommend using slang. So in the UK and Australia, we will commonly say, I'm shitting myself. Again, sorry, bad language. This is a channel for natural spoken English though. Anyway, I'm shitting myself is a rough way to say I'm so anxious that I need to go to the toilet. Now this expression is not as bad as any of the F word expressions, but it is still an expression I might not use in business. So maybe save that one for your friends.
No, it's true. I shit myself.
Also note, American English doesn't usually include this expression. Americans might say, I'm losing it instead. That means I'm going crazy, but that's how we feel when we're anxious.
I'm losing it.
Finally, I promised you a chance to practice speaking with me. So let's do it. First, you read the questions and I will give you example answers. Oh, I'm a bit on edge. I have to finish making this video in 1 hour. I don't think I can. Oh, well, it's my bad. I wasn't organized. Oh, holy shit. It's 10 o'clock now. Gotta go. Okay, now I will read the questions and you answer me anything you want, but try to use some of the new language. Okay? How are you feeling today? Really? Why is that? Okay, great job. Okay guys, that is it for today's lesson on expressing feelings in English. You can now choose whether to use the fancy absolute adjectives, colourful idioms, or rough slang to express yourself as you wish. That was a fun lesson for me to teach. I hope it was fun for you to watch. If it was, please, please, please watch all my videos and watch them until the end. Comment on them. These things encourage YouTube to push my videos. And I really want to get at least one video with 10,000 views. So please help me out. And if you're interested in watching me live, please follow me on Instagram too. I do lives every Sunday there. The link is in the description. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate your support. Have a great day, guys.